Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this video on NBA Top Shot, talking about something they could add to the marketplace that I think would be pretty cool and might incentivize some higher prices as well as some more purchases. And on this channel, I like to just bring up random ideas that I have and I write down and then make a video on them later that I think are interesting and people could maybe have another opinion on. So we're just going to talk about that in this one. And NBA Top Shot in general is generating a little buzz right now due to the news of the net neutral S4 supply for Series 4. So if you want to check out my full video on that one, it'll be linked in the description. Also, these 30 burning challenges, I made a full video on that as well that'll be linked in the description, or you could find them on the videos of this channel, and one of them will be at the end card for you to watch after this one. But for this one, we're talking about different ways they could show the actual count of these moments that are in circulation. So for just example, we have a 60K moment pulled up here. If we look at this one on the marketplace to buy, it's going to show it's still at 60,000, but showing down below, there's almost 16,000 in the locker room, which essentially means they're burned unless they're pulled out, which is pretty hard to pull them out of the locker room currently and over the past, year, I guess, since moments have been in the locker room. It's pretty hard to pull them out. And then there's also 3 burned, which that might be an error because I don't think there was any chance to burn this Darius Garland thus far with the challenge of a Ja Morant. And then the current challenge, even though it's not even over yet, of Andre Iguodala, I don't think there's any way to burn him. But essentially, how I would think this works would very simply be this formula. It would be 60,000 of the original min count minus how many are burned, and then minus how many are burned, and your grand total here, just throwing a little formula, is going to be 44,112 for this moment. So if we come back to NBA Top Shot and go to the marketplace, and you can see if we can find a 60K moment here, like Peyton Pritchard, instead of showing 60,000, it would show out of about 44,000 or however many are actually in circulation. Just think for especially new users that are seeing that there's 60,000 of these that are available to potentially be bought if they were all listed. Just a little more intimidating. If there was a lower number on a lot of these, I think it would just be a lot more enticing, and especially for some moments such as game recognized game here, which we pulled up, and they're out of 10,000. But after this challenge, this Draymond Green is going to have quite a bit burned. It's going to be down in the 9,000 range, could even be 8,000. I'm not exactly sure how many are going to get burned of this. If we check out Draymond Green now, you can already see that 386 are burned. So I think it would just be pretty cool on the marketplace to actually show the total number here, and 10K moments are going to look a lot better. And then with some of these challenges we're having this summer, I'm sure some moments will get burned even down to more than 1,000. So I think that would be a pretty cool thing that they could do on Top Shot and just make these moments a little more unique, can drive up some prices on these, and can incentivize people to get some better deals on some of these moments that are being burned a lot, because otherwise, after all 30 of these challenges, you might have 0 of these Derrick Rose game recognized games being burned, but you might have over 1,000 of DeMarcus Cousins here. But just from looking at the market, you would have no idea what the actual current circulation count is. And if a lot more Cousins are burned, this price might be $5 compared to Derrick Rose of just $4. So I think that would be an awesome thing that they could do. I made a terrible SketchUp of this for the thumbnail with red boxes and just an insanely zoomed in number of how this would look on the marketplace. For Hustle and Show, say they burned 3,000 of this one, that was 18,000. And then for the Darius Garland, say the burn plus trade tickets, it goes down to 41,000 on that one. So honestly, I just think it would be cool and could incentivize maybe more sales and higher prices in the market for some of these moments. And something actually interesting to look at would be a moment from the first burn challenge, which is that Ja Morant. So we're going to look at Doug McDermott here, and we're going to pull this up on Evaluate Market and see what the price did on this one because it's burned. So you can actually see 161 of these were burned out of just 888. I'm going to pull this up really quick just to see what that ratio is. So there's really only 727 of these actually out there because 161 are already burned. So then if we take 727 and divide that by 888, we're down to 81.8% of these moments that are still actually in circulation haven't been burned. So if we're going to get a challenge for the Spurs that we're going to burn even more of these moments, the price of this could go way up. I mean, that's something people aren't talking about is if there's another challenge where you need a rare Spurs moment, and a lot of people are burning this Series 3 throwdown moment for the rare to burn, say 100 more get burned for this rare, you could be seeing this one out of just 627 remaining divided by 888, now they're down to 70% of these actually in circulation, because when they're burned, they're not in circulation, which on Evaluate Market, they don't show the actual circulation, which would be that minus the burn, is if I'm defining circulation right in NFT talk. But here we could see over the last 30 days, I mean, once this burning challenge was announced, you could see some sales here, $41, and then all of a sudden went up to the mid 50s, and I guess towards the end of the challenge went even higher when people were trying to complete this in the low 60s. But then the price went down a bit, and people were buying it for $48.50, low 50s here, and then price is starting to go back up, and even some sales in the mid 60s now. And that could be due, honestly, to people realizing how many of these moments are actually burned and the potential that they could be burned further when the Spurs burn challenge comes out this summer. The crafting challenge, I guess, is what it's called. So all in all, the burn so far has done pretty well of increasing the price of these moments. It went from $41 basically to, after the burn challenge, even now people are paying $65 for this moment. So it went up, was that like 50% or something, maybe even a little even more than 50%. So it'll definitely be interesting to me to see how some of these commons and I guess even rares are valued. But we didn't really see any commons being burned in the Ja Morant challenge. But it'll be interesting to see the value of this Draymond, if it just drops back down to $4 or if it stays maybe at $6, because now there's going to be probably over 400, maybe close to 500 that are actually burned, and then 6 in the locker room. So just looking at that, it should increase the price maybe by $1 or potentially $2, and it also has a championship badge, so you never know on that. And I just think burning that has already been pretty good. And the first burn challenge, honestly, I didn't think was the best. If we just want to wrap this video up by talking about the current challenge, so Iguodala challenge, you only needed to burn 5 moments, and I thought it would have been a lot better if you had to burn like 7 to 10 moments. Maybe you could have stayed with 2 rares, but then done 5 base set to be burned. I think you could just burn more moments for these. And I expected, even from the Twitter spaces they talked about, I'm pretty sure they said a bunch of times that they're going to do 10 to burn for a lot of these challenges, and it could be even more. I don't remember them really saying that it could be less, and significantly less than the Ja Morant challenge. So that's all I got for this one. I'll leave you guys with the video of this challenge reward from an Iguodala squad goals. So all these moments are basically going to be plays that incorporate the whole squad, I feel like. So kind of an interesting concept here. We have few passes before the actual assist. So if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments. Like the video. Check out some of the other videos on the channel, and I'll catch you guys in another one.